He's a genius, 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 genius.
You're now listening to The Season King. This is Jack.
This is AB. What's good, bro?
What's good, man? What's good, man? We've been off for 2 weeks, man.
2 weeks, man. That shit seemed like a month, bro.
Seemed like forever, man. I mean, the shit, like, come on, man. Like, I mean, the people they been needing us out here, man.
I really feel like they do, man.
Right, man. Like, I mean, people be asking me, like, yo, man, when we gonna listen to that? When that podcast coming, man? When the next episode coming, man? Kind of like, yo, chill, man, chill. We gonna get to that, you know what I mean?
It's here right now. We here doing it right now, so.
Right.
We traveled all the way from Michigan down to home.
Man, this is
Dayton, Ohio.
Right, this is a special moment, man. I mean, like, yo, we in these cuts, man, Dayton, man. Ain't nothing like it, man. You know, like I always say, man, I rep that shit to the fullest, man. It's not 3-7, man, you know.
It's definitely a great city, man, to grow up in, and
right.
You know, the people you meet, everybody, you know, you grow up around, man. You got some good talent and
right,
just good people, man.
Right. I mean, definitely good people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? One thing that was special about growing up in Dayton is that, man, like, literally, like, you know, I lived in Florida. You know, I'm originally from Texas. But, you know, I feel like nobody's like Dayton, man. Nobody's like, 3-7, man. We got to have pride in this shit, right? So that's why I love coming back. I love being in the city, man. You know, it's some bullshit at times, but everywhere got bullshit, right?
Definitely, man.
Right.
Especially
man.
Where we live at right now. That shit is...
Well, what we at?
I don't want to talk about it too bad, but
hey,
trash.
Yo, trash up in... I'm sorry, man. You know, we buck outs to the fullest, man. And I'm sorry, Michigan, man, but, you know, they slacking. Slacking up there, man. But, yo, man, I mean, you know, where you from in Dayton, man? Like, let me know where you from.
Well, I actually... I was born in Dayton. I actually went to elementary school and I started out at Belhaven. So that's where I know a lot of people from Dayton from.
Right.
And then I moved to Trotwood. I think it was like third grade. And from there on, I went up through that system, went through high school and all that, and even went to college here in Dayton as well.
Right.
And now I'm, living in Michigan, unfortunately. But
hey, but it's we up there making money, so
yeah, we making money. That's
good.
definitely the mission. So
it's the mission right there.
I can't complain that much. So I'm blessed, man.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm from the opposite side of you, man. I'm right there at Five Oaks, man. Grew up in Five Oaks, man, at the tip towards downtown. Grew up there, man. Love being in Five Oaks. I feel like it made me who the person I am, the go-getter and all that. You really couldn't be soft. I don't think you could be soft really in any neighborhood that you live in, man. But, you got your people that, they ain't real, but you got your real ones, man. That's what counts at the end of the day. So, growing up in Five Oaks, I moved here when I was about, second grade, man. Third grade. Came from South Carolina. And,
I forget how old you are in those grades. You know what I mean? Like,
man, that's how I just said grade. I can't even remember what I was saying. Like, I might slip and be like, damn, I was 11 in the third grade. People are like, damn, you stupid, bro.
Right.
But, man, so, like, just growing up here, man, first time I ever pick up a rock, playing ball and all that, So, really, Dayton really gave me that skill, so... allowed me to play college ball and all that. So, I really respect Dayton, man. So, growing up in Five Oaks, going to, I went to, Allen Classical Academy to Wilbur Wright, all the way to Meadowdale. You know what I'm saying? It bred me, man. So, I really, I got a lot of love for DYT, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, one thing I love about Dayton that
what's up?
We take for granted is the food.
Oh, man, the food here good. And look, I'm going to tell everybody, especially everybody in this room, bro.
Everybody in here right now, do not go to Michigan,
man,
if you expecting good food, man. That shit is,
dude, like...
trash, man.
I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you got to be like, before you about to go out to eat, and you got to be like, damn, man, we got to go out to eat.
I'd rather cook.
I'd rather cook at home, eat at home, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
Bad, man. But, like, here, like, shit, man, it's a treat to go out to eat, man. You know what I mean? So... man, it's real, man. I mean, I appreciate the food here, man, and the people, man. Like, I know a lot of times people don't feel like, they got their run-ins or whatever, man, but the people here is authentic, though, you know what I'm saying? You got to really feel that, And,
Definitely.
We both lived in Florida, man. Even Florida, to me, I mean, they just got the beaches, but all of that, man, like, at the end of the day, man, you got to respect where you come from, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Dayton, man. 937 all day.
Right,
all day, man.
All day, man. Every day, man. You know what I'm saying? But man, you had a pretty big trip, man. You got to let us know what it's about, man. You went out to Vegas, right?
Man, I went to Phoenix, Arizona. Stayed there for three nights, and you know, that was my first time going to the West Coast, and you know, just seeing the desert and the mountains.
It's crazy.
Man, it was
crazy.
It was mind blowing to me, man. Like
Right.
Stayed there. We got finessed so bad at a strip club, bro. I don't even want to tell the story because my girl gonna listen to this, but I'm gonna tell it anyways. Fuck it. So we went. I don't even know. I was drunk. I was drunk as fuck. And,
right. Hey, look, you can't go if you go to the strip club sober. There's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Because you go there sober, you in your right mind. You're not supposed to be in your right. You know, let me stop, man. Because you know.
But
let me
man,
stop.
So I'm drunk. I think he was drinking Douce or Hennessy, like that pure white. Y'all ever had that? Pure white Hennessy? Nah. That shit is good. But anyways.
It sound like pure death if it's pure white.
Yeah. Anyways, man, we went to this strip club. It's 5 of us. We walk into a room. And they made it seem like this was the only place you can go. And I'm drunk, so I'm just like, all right, you know. And then, like, the strippers come out. They give us all a girl. And I'm sitting there. And, you know, she sit, like, right next to me, like, kind of on my lap. And they tell us it's $140 just to get a room, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
All right, I just, real quick. How many people in here will pay $140 to get a room or get a lap dance? Nah. So come on, don't be shy, man. Come on, speak up, bro. Speak up, bro.
Nope.
I don't respect the fact that they sent you the girl before they told you the price.
Man, they said it was like all this ass everywhere, bro. So
like
you kind of hypnotized.
140.
But hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That's why I said you can't go to the strip club if you're in your right mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna think about shit too, like
but
in depth.
The prices
like,
is based off that too.
Yeah.
Right. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So we get this room. She take me back to my room. I'm like 140, fuck it, whatever. And so then she starts explaining to me how the tips work.
Right.
Mind you, the time is clicking, so you get 20 minutes.
Right.
Time is clicking, and she explained this to me. I'm drunk. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
$100, $900, you could do whatever you want. I'm like, man, what? Okay.
Right.
So she takes me to the ATM. I'm drunk. I get another $100 out. Give her $100. Lap dance goes by. 2 songs. That's it.
Right.
Then shit happened.
Oh man.
As far as, how they explained it. So I'm just like, man. So I definitely, everybody that I was with got finessed out of like $250, bro.
That's that West Coast shit, man.
Yeah, the worst.
You get lost in the mountains and like you get lost in
the Midwest on you.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Man.
So that's the last time I'm going to a strip club for a while, bro.
Go ahead, Flam. Make your comments. Speak over to the mic if you're gonna make comments.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to play the cut as a pedestrian, until the introduction takes place. But it's y'all having a good conversation, and I'm just chiming in like, oh, really? Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, man. I hear a lot of crazy things about Vegas, man. And,
this was in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's in Phoenix.
I'm sorry about that.
That's before you got to Vegas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
So at that point, when you got to
you
Vegas,
finesse before you got to Vegas.
That was the layover.
At that point, bro, I'm just like, man, you know what? I'm done with strip clubs this whole trip, man. And we ended up going to V Live though, and it was okay. It was all right.
Yeah, here it
hey,
is.
look, I gotta check out that. Like, I mean, just real quick, cause I gotta compare that to like, so like, playing ball down in Florida or whatnot, and we went to King of Diamonds, and then we went, cause we had 2 teams in our conference down there. And we went to King of Diamonds, one shit happening, and then we went to this place called Tootsie's. So like, bro, you already know. Hey, look, the face my dude CL Peso made, man. We already, bro, we on the same page, man. I went in there, and I can't go to no other strip club no more, man. That shit did it for me, man. Like that, I'll be tired after that, man. Like that shit was real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't never been, man.
But we gotta go down there, man. I'm telling you, man. Like You'll go to that strip club. I tell you that, bro.
Hey, he got excitable.
Hey, look, man, look. Hey, look. Hey, even you know what I'm saying, like. I'm gonna tell you how excited I was about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe or whatnot. But, like, I ain't even talk about girl about it. Like, yo, look, this strip club was real. Like,
period.
It's real.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope my girl don't listen to this. She'd probably be mad at me for spending $250 at a strip club.
And not even getting a EP out the deal for the lap
Hey,
dance.
look,
Exactly.
man, look. I'm telling you, though, man. Like, that shit, though, like, in Miami, man, niggas is tripping. And the nigga met Floyd Mayweather that night.
Yeah, you told me, so I remember that shit. Man.
Nigga, he was gonna box me at first. I'm like, nah, chill, bro.
He was in the baller section.
Man, I was coming out of it, and this nigga was in a Bentley. So I look, and I see somebody mugging me. So I'm like, what the fuck this nigga looking at? You know what I'm saying? What he looking at? And I look close, and I'm like, oh shit, like.
What, you was jaywalking or something?
Nah, bro, I was just coming out. I was coming out the club, and he was parked, like, you know what I'm saying, get ready to give the valet or whatever. And so I seen him, and like, dude get out the car, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like intoxicated at this time. So I'm like, imagine, like, I look down, so I see my boys, so like that play on the team with me, you know, my teammates. These niggas like 6'8", 6'9", or whatever.
Yeah.
Big as fuck. So when he see me and then see them, he like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it's two Suburbans behind him.
Cornering.
Right. It's
he
two.
He have his gloves in his trunk with him. He
exactly.
Ready.
Hey man, look. So dude, he seen the two. He had two Suburbans behind him. Bodyguards get out or whatever. Niggas is like 6'9", 300. So I'm like looking at dude. I'm like, man, I don't want no problems, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. If I even try to run up on you, like, come on, man. Like, right? But man, that dude got dope. The shit is real. Cause nigga looked at the valet parker. And like reached in, like he looked at the valet parker, his like little entourage or whatever came out, reached in a little bag, bro. This nigga pulled out a hamburger, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Mondo burger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit was like this.
Not a good burger.
Pass it, right. Yo, fam passed it straight to the valet parker.
The whole thing?
Yeah, like thanks for parking it for me. Valet parker looked happy to the motherfucker. I would have been happy too, bro. He probably came up on some stacks, like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I literally heard him say this guy was filming him. They was riding in one of his cars. He was like, I have everything I want. Like, I have to wait for things to come out. Because I go to the Louis store and I got all of that shit.
He do, man, listen, but this shit ain't... Look,
his life is so good, it's bad.
Like
that's a whole nother problem. He said, I got everything I want.
Man, listen.
I go to the store and I'm not enticed by nothing because I already got all of it.
Man, listen. I'm telling you, but when homeboy, man, when he went inside, because we was about to leave, it was like 2 a.m. I got practice at 5:30 in the morning. So we about to leave, we looking at a taxi. So dude go, you know, he do all that. We like, bro, we got to go back in. So we went back in, bro. All the strippers from downstairs went upstairs, bro. And all of a sudden, you just see money flying everywhere. So, you know, we college students, we don't got no money, like, you know what I mean? So
I just want to see the experience.
Bruh, so we went to the balance and was like, yo, how much it cost? Dude, like, hey, man, you don't want to even know. So, like, I mean, in the whole night, bro, like, one dude, he over here telling other, you know, strippers, like, yo, we play for the Magic and all that, because they, you know, these big, they big, bro. I'm like the shortest one, like, you know what I'm saying?
They trying to get
so they believe in us all, bro. The one bounce he wasn't going for it. He like, man, come on, bro. Like, yeah, you don't want to know. He like, come on, man, just tell us. Dude, like, yo, for each person, it's going to cost about $1,500 to 2 stacks. I'm like, pfft. Like, yeah, right. After that point, bro, I'm like, yo, let's go. One dude from Florida, like, yo, man, we could put some shit together. I'm like, put what together, man? Like, what? Some lint? Like, man, like, everybody, come on, bro.
Y'all gonna put together for one of y'all to get in.
But, bro, listen, we was hurt, though. We looked upstairs, bro. There's money flying everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
that shit was crazy.
Man, I was hurt, bro. But hurt.
Man,
I didn't want to even go to practice that morning, man. But my fault, man. Go ahead. Tell me about the break. I just had to sneak that in there about the strip club.
But from Phoenix,
experience, you know what I mean?
From Phoenix, we drove up to Vegas, and on the way to Vegas, we went to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
If you've never seen that, man,
gotta see it.
That's definitely a bucket list item, bro.
Yeah,
definitely do that.
Was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, bro. Like, straight up, man. It was amazing. That's really the only word I could think of, bro, honestly.
Yeah.
But from there, we went to Vegas, and we spent a night in Vegas, and we went to, it's called Drez. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the night Wayne
shaking his head.
That was the night Wayne was supposed to perform, and he had a seizure that day. So T.I. ended up performing, and man, he did a pretty good job, man. So all in all, man, that trip was definitely worth it, man.
It was worth it, man.
It was definitely worth it, man.
I'm glad, man. That's what's up, man. I got to get out to Vegas. Never been out there, man. I've been out on the West Coast, but I never been out to Vegas, man.
Crazy,
I got to get
bro.
out there.
It is crazy.
Right. We got to do
I
that,
don't even
man.
remember half of it.
Y'all been in New York City?
Oh, yeah, man. I used to live there when I was a kid, man.
You been to?
Nah, I ain't never been up there.
I used to live in
I can't do it.
You
can't live up there?
It's too
It's
much,
too
bro.
much,
It's
bro.
too much.
It's
No,
too stressful.
but
And
like,
I mean, I was 21 when I went, so that play into the overwhelming.
no, if you never been there, like when you're younger, and like just kind of spend some time there, like you're never like. I mean, like man, I went up there this past summer because you know what I'm saying. My girl, like all of her family's from up there. Like
Yeah.
you know that's where they originate from, Harlem. And like man, I went up there, man. I'm like, dude, I can't live here. Like it's too much, man. Like
Harlem ain't that bad.
I'll be man.
Harlem
bro,
is like,
but listen,
you know.
Now that's
but listen, bro.
uptown.
yeah,
Like Manhattan,
but like
Yeah,
Times Square.
Nah, man. Look,
Alright, no, that
not
shit
even
crazy.
that, man.
This
Just how
will
much.
fuck me up, bro.
This how much time it takes you to get everywhere. Like,
You know, a place like this is. I was thinking about this. My girl she was in a wedding in Atlanta last week.
Yep,
And
yep.
it was during the time when people was evacuating Florida and just
right.
going to Atlanta.
Yep.
Now imagine living now we live in Dayton. Don't nobody want to come here. Everybody trying to leave. Don't nobody want to come. Imagine living somewhere where everybody just want to come.
Right.
yeah, it's
Not
too busy,
even for
man.
a holiday, just Tuesday. It's
too
just
busy,
going to
yeah.
Atlanta.
Just to go.
Friday.
Yep,
It's
yep.
a basketball tournament. Next week, it's a festival. And
Yep.
they just keep coming. And it's overcrowded. And they just keep moving here. And they keep coming here. And they just... Now, bro, when you go to New York, bro, it's hard to get a hotel in New York.
Yep.
So we stay in Jersey. So we go to Jersey. We leave the hotel. They like, we're going to the city. So I fall asleep. And I open my eyes up. And I'm in Times Square. And I almost shitted on myself. It was like Christmas. It was like warm Christmas.
Hey, no, listen.
What time of the year was it?
It was the summertime.
Summertime.
But it's like, bro, imagine like it's like a Best Buy next to a Ruby Tuesday, next to a McDonald's, it's just like
Random
it
as
don't
hell.
make sense.
Nah, man, I'm
You know what
telling
I'm
you,
saying?
man.
Like where we come from, man, we not conditioned for that shit, bro. Like we supposed to be starstruck when we see a star.
Right.
We went to school with everybody that live
Right.
here. That's our age. You know what I'm saying? We not used to seeing a walk-in opportunity.
Nah, man.
You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
New York, man. I'm telling you, man. Like it's a culture shock. Like if niggas ain't ready for that, man. Like it's
That's a good
different,
way to
man.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's go, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's take over.
Podcast.
It's like one of them
Not
movies
that
you
you
see
said take
when you're
over
young and you don't really
NYC.
you watch it when you're grown and it's like, oh, I get it now.
Right.
I'll do better this time.
Right.
But I'm talking about that first time. Listen, I'm talking about it was a bad bitch. I'm talking about she looked like she was like, I don't even know, like Dominican and she was so far. She was choosing me. I'm talking about she just looking at me like, but she was so far away and there's so many people in between us. I never would have got her. I'm just tapping my nigga like, bro, look at this bitch choosing me. She all the way over there. Look.
Right.
She like 60 people away from us.
Right.
Sidewalks look like you're going through the metal detector in high school in the morning.
Right. Hey, look, man. It's man. That's a real place,
It's a
man.
vibe, bro.
And the thing
Bro,
is,
I'm
it's
ready
like.
to go, man.
Like that shit crazy, man. We got to do it, man. You know, Flights Street, you got the Airbnb, man. Let's do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Go up there, hang out, do a podcast up there. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be
you know what I'm
nice.
saying?
That'd be nice.
These people up, man. We should do that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit'll be cold, bro.
You brought it up. I think.
You already got
Hurricane.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I
Nah,
thought
we
it was
just
still.
jumped to the next subject,
Yeah.
man. The hurricane, man.
Yeah, man. It's pretty crazy what's going on, right? So you got Hurricane like Harvey, and then you got Hurricane, Irma or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, that shit's crazy, man. If you think about it, man, like who remember? I think it was Hurricane Ike when like it hit Texas, and then it like pretty much fucked us up for like 2 weeks. We ain't had no power or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't even see water. Imagine seeing water and you don't got nothing. Like everything going, man. I think that's tough, man. Like, you know what I'm
It's just
saying?
crazy how like right after the eclipse, like shit just went.
Yeah, shit just
buck
happened.
wild, bro.
Watch this. Nah, watch this.
Right.
You feel me? That's how I
Exactly.
promote my music. It's a jab. Because you watching the jab. Once a motherfucker throws 6-7 jabs, you watching that jab.
Yeah,
You talk
yeah.
about the eclipse for 2 weeks in a row, you watching that eclipse.
Yeah.
They talked about that shit for 3 hours and it was over.
Yeah.
Like, brace yourself for this meaningless ass shit. Stand outside. Everybody, put your sunglasses on. Go to the store. They $25.9. They talking about this shit for 6-7 days in a row.
Right.
But this shit about to kill motherfuckers, and they ain't even tell you it was really coming like that.
Right.
That's the jab.
So you thinking that they knew shit was gonna get bad.
When you think about it like this, when you look at food and you look at, manufacturers is intentionally killing people. That's
Well,
not.
it's almost like
As far as food goes.
population
exactly.
control.
That's what I was
population
getting to.
control.
It's a method to the madness all the time.
Yup,
you know what I'm
yup.
saying? I watch a lot of Dick Gregory, bro.
Oh yeah, Dick
Like,
Gregory, he was real, man.
And my grandfather's 84 years old, and so he looks like Dick Gregory, like Gray Fro.
right.
Whole other conversation, but he's the kind of person where he always kind of made me understand, like,
Yep.
bro, this is a fucked up world, bro, and he's stuck in a racist mindset. Not against white people, but he's so used to white people being prejudiced against him that he with the counterpunch all the time.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And he always stressed to me how it's all about black and white. It's this funny story. I'm in like the 7th grade. We watching basketball. Y'all remember Peja Stojakovic?
Yeah.
I'm like, who got the ball? Sacramento? I'm like, yeah, the one white dude just hit a 3. He like, who you talking about? I'm like, Peja. See, he ain't white.
He Turkish?
Yeah, Turkish.
I said,
Yeah,
I said, he
Turkish.
Turkish? He said, is he black? I said, no. He said, is he white?
Right.
He said, if you ain't white, you black.
It don't matter.
Now,
It don't
go
matter.
get a job being Turkish.
Right.
They're gonna cut your ass short just like me.
Well, I hate to
If
say it
you-
like this,
and,
but
I'm not a racist person at all. But when you look at it from a person with a harsh realities point of view like that, damn, they is gonna hate on you just like they hate on the.
and now I mean,
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
My grandfather told me this before. He said, people that's like us or other nationalities, we're born with talent.
Yeah.
Other people, they have to learn how to do everything they know how to do. You have to learn how to swing a baseball bat. You have to learn how to drive a race car. You have to learn how to putt a golf ball. I know how to jump high when I'm 7.
Right. That's real, man. I mean, like,
Certain things just make the hating aspect of like the pulling you back. It needs you ahead for real. That's why they need you to be behind.
right. Nah, man. I mean, I feel that, man. I mean, I think like, you know what I'm saying. A lot of things that happen. I mean, I think it's already premeditated, right? Like, people know shit is coming, like the whole 9/11 thing. Like, I mean, shit that just happened, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's population control, and what control this whole world, man, is money.
Look, and that's
So,
what I was
like-
gonna say. That's the only thing that can brace you for something like that. And they know who got it, and they know who don't.
Right, that's true. That's true. What you think, AB?
I mean, I definitely agree, man. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. This hurricane, it went deep.
Yeah, we kind of went off. But
I actually knew a couple people that was affected by that this time. I never knew I know one of my best friends from New Orleans, and he actually moved up here from Hurricane Katrina. But
Right.
like Lil Chaos and
Yo.
I know a cat with a podcast from Detroit that lived down there. He was affected by it too. But I never really. After I'm seeing them post and they post, and I went to the gas station to get some Rolos, and I'm looking at car tops like. Imagine water right there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, I
I
mentioned it.
can't go outside. It's like
I
gotta
mentioned it in our
swim to the
last
store.
podcast, man. I got family that lives in Texas, and my fiance, her sister, actually lives in Houston.
Yeah.
Right.
And her boyfriend actually, his car got totaled.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, so he lost his car. They had to get rid of all the stuff in their house. So it's definitely affects people.
And just off y'all
Negatively,
touching on
man.
the coming home aspect of the show, a lot of people that don't like being from Dayton or living in Dayton, it's dead. It's not many opportunities, but we don't got to worry about that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got to worry about earthquakes. It might be a tornado go over us, and every
Right,
now and
right.
then we in a valley. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
None
right.
of that natural disaster
Shit,
stuff.
I thought about
they say-
earthquakes, bro. And we
Yeah.
up in Michigan last year. It was an earthquake up there.
That shit
Yeah.
crazy.
Was it something had to do with the
Yeah,
water?
it was one. And
Water?
shit, we had
I don't know what it was.
We had an earthquake here like some years ago, man. It was small, but like shit, I was in my
a little
room and I
tremor.
felt that motherfucker like.
Yeah.
I was in Myers, man. The shit started moving. I'm like, hold on. Like, what the fuck? Like, was that an
you trip.
earthquake?
Man, listen, bro, listen. I mean, I'm happy that we in the Midwest, man, but man, some
Man,
shit can happen.
anywhere.
But
bro.
shit
it
can get
definitely
crazy up
can.
here because of the snow.
The snow.
That's
man.
why I'm not looking towards this
Hey,
winter.
I ain't
though.
gonna lie, you gotta embrace that shit, bro.
Nah, nigga, come up to
That- yeah, 'cause
come
that's
up to
that blue-
Kalamazoo.
Yeah, but I said, come
bro.
up to Michigan, bro. You'll change your whole perspective.
we
will change.
right
You
off
like,
the lake. We right off the
you
lake.
catch
Is that
all
Erie?
that lake effect, man.
Is that Lake Erie?
Yup.
Bro,
I think-
I kid you not, bro. The first year I moved up there,
Any
the
lake gonna
snow
fuck you
was
up
like
on that
3
snow.
feet high, bro.
Yup.
That's like Cleveland. It's
Nah,
worse than
it's
Cleveland.
It's worse than Cleveland, bro.
It's worse than Cleveland.
Cleveland just be so cold.
I
bro.
flew off the highway because that shit was so bad, bro. And had to get told $180 later, bro.
But listen, look, I went up there for because my first time moving up there was last year, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh,
what
that
I'm
was a
saying?
mild winter last year.
But listen, they say it was mild. I swear to you, every single day, like it snowed every day for like 2 weeks straight. And I'm looking like, nah, bro, this shit. They like, no, this is mild. I'm like, fuck out of here. This shit ain't mild. Like, bro, it's snowing
And they going
every
to
day.
school.
Huh?
They going to school in that shit.
They going to
Oh,
school,
yeah,
bro.
nothing.
It ain't
You going
nothing
to
to
work,
them.
they don't cancel shit.
And that's look,
Man.
think about like a person from like Florida or California and then you think about a person from Ohio or somewhere like Michigan, and when you gotta walk to your bus stop,
Yo.
that snow, and nothing can stop you. You have to be there at that time. You have to wake up and walk in that shit. You have to wake up and take your kids out in that
Man,
shit.
the
What?
job we work at, right, is manufacturing.
It's
and
people in certain parts of the country that don't know nothing about that.
I know. But shit, if you up in Michigan, don't shit shut down.
Right.
Especially at
It's
the job we
normal.
work at, man. It's nonstop,
It's normal.
man.
That shit normal for
That
them.
shit ain't normal, bro, for me. I can't get used to it, man.
Yeah.
But let's let's keep it moving. I mean, I think that was good, really good conversation, man. But let's keep it moving, man. We want to
Yeah.
move on to the next thing, man. Like, we want to introduce, what I'm saying, I would say a good friend of mine, we went to high school together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard him spitting in the lunchroom when we was in high school, man. Where everybody, crowding around us, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been at it, man, for, he been doing it for a long time, man. I think about it with, saying back then we were kids, now we men, and he's still doing it. So I got a lot of respect for that. But shout out to my dude Flam Feeva, man. He's on the show, man. So what's good, man? How you doing?
Man, I really appreciate you guys for having me. I really appreciate these cuts for allowing us to do this. Like, being very hospitable and providing refreshments and all those good things for
The wings.
vibe to be attained.
wings.
The wings also.
And let me get a wing.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit I ain't never really told nobody. I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings, right? And ever since I worked there, I've never ate that shit again. And this box was sitting next to me, and I said, "Bro,
Might as well do it.
You might as well do
high,
it, man.
my
Live life
guy.
on the
Like,
edge,
you might
man.
as well get your." And I'm just, that was a whole nother lifestyle, man. Like it was.
But listen,
when you know what you want to do with your life, man, it's hard to be devoted to another person's mission statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate this box. I touched 1 million of those fucking boxes.
What I mean, bro, you probably seen so many chickens, bro.
What's up, boy?
What's
going on?
Well, we got Dominique White in the building, man. What's
My
good,
guy,
man?
way back, West Side shit.
It's my brother, man.
But
Hey.
I got a different kind of story with this shit, man. Like, I'm not the typical person that wants to sit here and say, oh man, I never really cared about doing this shit. It's just, this is what I wanted to be. You feel me? Like, when I got cut from the basketball team in 8th grade, I said, I'm never getting cut again. So I'm not playing anymore.
Right.
And you people that,
Right.
recreational things like, going to the Y to play basketball or going to the club to do, or a lot of my friends never saw me do that stuff because along the way of them finding themselves and figuring out that this is what I want to do and this is what I want to spend my time on, I was in the studio.
Right.
I was riding the bus to the studio in the snow when I was 16.
Right.
And then I was coming to school. Like, I ride the bus to the studio probably 5-6 times, record some songs, put them all on a CD, one CD, and then I go to Walgreens and spend like $10 on blanks, right?
Right.
They'll be 5 for $2.
10 blanks.
So 5 times 5 is 25. You feel me? 25 times 3 is what, 75. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm turning $10 into $75 in a day.
Right.
So I go to school. I got the CDs burnt. I ain't got no sleeves. I ain't got no covers. Nobody's doing this. Like, we just rapping at the lunch table. But I'm the only person that people could take home with them. Like, you could listen to me when we not at the lunch table.
Right.
I was buying shoes. I was buying girls' lunch.
Right.
I was buying big cookies. I was having fun.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't, and it opened up a lane of people that really made money doing that every day.
Well, that's what's up, man. And you know what I'm saying?
It trickled down. Like, people in your grade was even doing this.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
even
I remember.
after you.
Nah, I remember.
Like, all the rappers went to Metal Deal. Coogee Baby, Flam Feeva, Q Stone, EQ, Ready Baby.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Q Stone, too.
All the rappers went to Metal Deal. Dame.
Right. Yep.
Like,
White Boy Steve.
Yeah, like this was the thing to do. If you couldn't play basketball, you don't have to have a 2.0 to be a rapper.
You was right.
Yeah, I ain't trying to spit, so that's why I grabbed a rock.
But
I was good.
I wanted to do that. This was my alternative.
Right.
I wanted to play basketball bad, man.
Right.
I was a Jordan geeker.
Right.
I love greatness.
Right.
Even as a little 10, 12-year-old kid, I used to be looking at this nigga like, God damn, you are so sweet, bruh.
Right.
Like, look at his shoes. Like, look at his arms. Like, look at everything he do.
But I got to do this real quick.
He's so sweet, bruh. Like,
but at Jordan, not Kobe though, right?
We didn't lost our voice a lot of times. I'm talking about we didn't sat in traps and argued about Jordan and Kobe.
Right.
Till our voices went out.
Well, and I appreciate that. Not to get off track though, man, but I want to start off by you telling me, tell the people that don't know who you are, like in different states, in Michigan, whatever. Who is Flam Feeva?
My name is Flam Feeva. I started out flamboyant. This is like the era where Jeremiah met me at. I'm a person that just really like live, breathe, eat, and shit like hip hop. Like,
right.
I'm so good at making music that if I wasn't so good at making music, that I wouldn't really know how to do anything else.
Right.
Not to say that I don't know how to do anything else, but I'm so interested in this that I never cared to perfect anything else.
Right.
Like, once I realized I wasn't going to be a basketball player, I wanted to be this.
Right.
So I figured out, I'm like, I got to find a way to make an impact on people in that way without doing that.
Right.
So, I devoted myself to this shit a while ago. I like really invest my time in trying to make sure that Dayton is redirected in the right direction because, people that don't want to drive the car the right way, they need to just put their seatbelt on and get in the back seat.
Well, see, that's what I wanted to talk about too, as well. I was going to say this, but like a lot of times in dating, man, the biggest problem that we have is that people don't support each other, right?
Right.
So they automatically see you doing something else that's trying to be positive, or try to do something that's,
but
you're trying to uplift yourself. They don't want to support. Like it's kind of like, oh man, it's lame to say this person is tight, or this man, I'm gonna support this guy by a city or whatever. It's lame to do that, and it's like, yo, it's not. Like, you feel me?
But I look at, I'm gonna use y'all for example. From the very beginning of y'all exposing that this is what y'all doing, y'all have done it the right way. Y'all make it easy for people to support you.
Appreciate that, bro.
Certain people, they don't do that.
Nah, they don't. Like,
and a lot of it is, we ain't really had too many good representations of doing it the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But some point along the way, you can't just keep going the wrong way because you don't know which way to go.
Right.
How about you just stop?
Right.
That's better than going the wrong way.
Exactly. Right.
A relationship, all relationships are based off communication. And I use this for example with my girl. I said, if we riding in the same car and you driving and we only got so much gas money and you're going the wrong way, you gotta let me drive, bro.
Yep.
Because we're gonna run out of gas and gas money.
Right.
Just so you can run the show.
Right.
Certain people that run the show, they ain't taking it to another level. They just happy being in the front.
Right.
They not furthering the brand. They not pushing the envelope. They not making nobody think and furthering nothing.
Right.
And that's a selfish way to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta sacrifice yourself. Sometimes you gotta lay down and let a nigga walk on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Dayton is so fucked up. If nobody don't decide to do that, we gonna be right here on this island with these Gilligan hats on, singing Kumbaya, come save me.
Right.
You feel me?
I mean, how you feel about that? It'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, from your perspective, man, what you got?
I mean, first of all, I appreciate you coming to the show and showing love the way you have, bro. I mean, as far as music and talent and dating, man, it's definitely something that we have to collectively do and support for everybody,
Right.
what we're doing, what you're doing. And as far as like people not supporting, you know,
Right.
or hating or whatever you want to call it, man.
But I don't really hold them accountable. I listen. All I listen to is Detroit music. That's all I listen to. And because I love the structure of how they built their industry.
But that's like, you know, the thing about. But the thing about Dayton is though, like this is my beef, and I could be wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always tell people all the time, I'm like, yo, if you from Dayton, man, it's a lot of shit you can talk about Dayton that people can relate to. But it's people in Dayton that's trying to sound like motherfuckers in Atlanta or fucking New Orleans or Florida. Like why?
They don't mind
do
saying they're ours, like Midwest people say they're ours properly.
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's true. Because I mean, a little fact, like a lot of people that move from different countries, they move to the Midwest because we talk to.
You can understand.
Yeah, you can understand. Like you can't move to Boston or New York. You know, people in Boston saying park. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's park.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I can't hear the English word that you're properly pronouncing. Is it Pac? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you calling Tupac's name? Like,
no, but that's no, for real though. Like, but I feel like people in Dayton, to me, sometimes it's like they get away from, like, I mean, this is the land of funk. Like nobody, like, come on, man. Like you gotta keep that sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why people can't break through that gate. Like Dayton is probably one of the most talented. It probably is the most talented city
in Ohio. And they do us so wrong.
Definitely agree.
Right.
Because we do us so wrong.
Right.
Yep.
You feel
Like, I honestly tell anybody that most time, man, I've been like, I mean, man, I lived so many places, man. Like even when I went to Florida, to me, I was like, man, people ain't like us.
Yeah.
Like they're not, man. Like I swag and everything, man. I remember going out, like being in Orlando, man. Like it was easy. like you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go and get mad, but just before you, like, you know what I'm saying? But like it was easy for a chick in there. It was easy for me to pull it. She's like, damn, where the fuck you from?
Yeah.
You from Ohio? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. Like, totally different than niggas there. You know what I'm saying?
Up in Michigan.
Even up in Michigan. They know it.
They don't know you from Dayton. But they know you from somewhere else.
How we carry ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
But motherfuckers think Dayton is so trash. It's like, bro, you really don't, because they never been out.
Fucked up thing is they market it that way.
No, well,
they never been to the Cincinnati Zoo. They never been to the Green.
Nah, but but
they go to Devereaux's every time they want to get something to wear. They don't go to the mall. They don't really try to look I'm trying. Think about this.
No. Are you saying it's more so the people?
Small city make a small mind.
But
you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying
true.
that. And this is the thing. Even how we can expand and we talking about things that they don't understand. We didn't always understand this. You know what I'm saying? It took for us to expose ourselves to things that made us look like, oh man, I need to get on this, or I need to. Remember when people, you went to Meldale with me. You remember people used to wear Pepe?
Yeah.
Listen, dog. I went to college in Akron. I love Cleveland girls. This is the girls I'm trying to appeal to. I'm putting on this Pepe shit. I'm thinking I'm killing them today. They like, Flam, what are you doing with that on?
Right.
Oh, dang, I got the whole shit. I got the shirt. I got the it's all over me. And they think I'm so cool. They kind of looking at me like, oh, no, you're not cool? I could have swore you was cool. Like, what the fuck are you doing with that on?
Right.
After that, I didn't wear that shit no more.
Right.
If you walking around with shit on your shirt, nobody tells you, you think you fresh as fuck.
Right. Nah, I give you
It takes for a motherfucker to tap you on your shoulder and be like, hey, my nigga, that ain't it.
I mean, but you know, I want to say this real quick, and that's what the Season Kings is all about, right? So my thing is like, you know, me and AB, you know, we established this from the beginning, man. Always show respect for 937, but we got to be real because people got to know, like, yo, like, niggas can take it to a different level, but you can't like you can't try to be like something else, or you can't try to be like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like I said, it's shit to talk about, man. It's a lot of shit. Like, it's a murder per capita, man. It's almost shit like Chicago and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's shit to talk about, man. But you just can't. You can't think you're gonna make it trying to sound like somebody else.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody want to get the Jordans with the hoop shorts and the t-shirt.
You gotta be yourself.
So
nope, everything's premeditated. Like, this is the standard of cool. I have to do this. I have to wear an Affliction tee with Rock Revival jeans. I have to. Everybody in here has on a green shirt, red shirt, orange shirt, but I gotta get one. I just have to. And I'm fresh. I think I'm fresh, but I look like all these other niggas, just a different color.
But I mean,
I ain't never really been like that.
Yeah, I'm
not.
Well,
but this is why we spearheading the conversation.
But you know me at Meadowdale, bro. You know, I was the one.
You know what people said about Meadowdale? That's a fashion show. And you fucking right, it was a fashion show.
No, I put it like this.
No,
Trotwood. I would say
Yeah.
Trotwood was the fashion show.
Yeah, they
we probably
was
was a step down for Trotwood. Trotwood. Hey, listen, but let's be honest. Everybody in this room, it was two schools that you was happy when you played them, and that was Trotwood and Jefferson. And I don't know why it was Jefferson, because Jefferson was small as fuck. But some reason why, bro, they had all of them.
And you gotta put CJ in there too.
Hey, CJ too.
Yeah,
CJ too.
Listen, dog. I'm gonna tell y'all.
CJ bridged the gap. CJ had.
They
had
know about this classic moment.
Bro,
CJ versus Trotwood, 2005.
Hey, look, bro.
Oh
CJ.
my God.
Then we
Y'all
play
remember
at
that game?
CJ? Then we play at CJ?
CJ versus Trotwood at CJ? Bro, the floor was shaking. It was thousands of bitches.
I know, no, hey.
Thousands of them. I'm talking about God. Damn. Look, I done tipped the mic
knocked
over
the
thinking about this shit.
Bro, he reminisced, bro.
That was powerful, bro. Trotwood was like a public private school. Everybody had that money out there, or unless you from Townview.
Shit, we had mice and shit in there, man. I don't know what.
Hey, nah, bro. Nah, fuck around. Nah, fuck around and go up to
Niggas' parents had
like
the
Dunbar or
rolls
some
at
shit.
Trotwood,
Like,
bro.
you see some shit, bro.
Period.
Hey, look.
Bella Vista is where all the mice are at.
You said where?
Bella Vista. The fuck? I'm from
They
over
are.
there. My grandma's name is Luella. For real, that's a street in Bella Vista. I'm from over there for real. I'm from Stowe's Avenue, 929. Like,
Hey, listen, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't know, bro. But I would say CJ bridged the gap. Because that's when they start getting introduced to the bunnies, like, you know what I'm saying.
Listen,
bro. Because
I
at first, like, you
quite
at Dayton public
say-
school. When in Dayton public school have you seen like a bad, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, never.
and that's the thing that turn you on
But if you
sometimes.
went to
When you
like,
from
you
public
played the game
school,
at CJ, bro.
the
At
white
first, you
chicks
kind of
that
scratch
act-
your head, like, bro, I'm kind
Like,
of.
what is
Wait a minute,
going on?
what's
the
going
white
on
chicks
right
that
now?
act black at the black
She got a
schools,
white
they don't really
aura
count
around
as
her.
white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you go over there and you see like, man, your dad is at this football game and you don't play anything.
Right.
You white for real. Like, man, you really are turning me on. You like me? Like,
Right.
I mean, it's a different exposure.
It is, man.
Public school, man, you know what you're gonna get, and you ain't gonna get shit.
Right.
You had to pay to take your pre-SAT. You
Yeah.
had to pay to do that.
And that's something I want
Don't
to
y'all know this? How I'm gonna go to school? I need as many chances to get a nice score as I possibly can. And like I said, they know who got money and they know who don't. Let me get $20 from your mama so you can try to get in college real quick. Man, you went to CJ, you was taking that shit 3 times every year trying to get the highest score you could possibly get.
Right.
You gotta take it multiple times.
Yeah. They make you do that shit. You gotta pay to do that shit. So if you don't got the money, you must not want to go to college, motherfucker. Go tell your mama to give you $20. I'll let your ass next year. That's fucked up, bro. Like, I'm gonna wait for the 1.0.
Right.
I'm gonna wait for the 1.0.
So where do you get your inspiration from, though, as far as, like, music and...
I'm very nostalgic, man. Like,
Okay.
I was walking down the street the other day, and I was like, bro, it really feels like when I used to play basketball in the street. Like, and then I'm looking at the ground, and then I look up, and I'm walking into a rim on the curb. Like, not walking into it, like bumping into it, but I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. Like, I remember everything. I remember all his brothers. I remember your sister. I remember Pastel. I remember everything. I remember going to Gym Mill. I remember all that shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
Oh, man. Jim Mill, bro.
Memories is all you got for real. Like, you could lose everything you ever had, but you're never gonna lose those. I mean, you may lose them in a health situation, but it's like that's the most prized possession you really.
That's all
you
life
got,
is about,
you know what I'm
right?
saying? So I base a lot of my shit off of that. Like, my mom passed away when I had a daughter. My girl got pregnant. I wanted a son so bad I called my daughter a him the whole time she was in my girl's stomach.
Right.
Oh, he's hungry. Get him a steak. We'll get him a steak tonight. He's hungry.
Right.
And they said I was having a girl. I was pissed as fuck. Then my mom passed away, and it made sense. Like, my daughter is like literally my mom all over again.
Well, see, that's when I wanted to talk to you, because you know what I'm saying. Like, my mother passed away, and then when she passed away, because that's when my daughter is named after.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean. So like, I understood why I had to have a daughter first, and then now I got my son. So, how did you handle that as an artist? Like, you know what I'm saying. Did you use that as motivation? Did you use that? Was that a down period?
I ain't gonna lie, man.
your
When I
life?
first had my daughter, I was lost.
Right.
Like that whole situation was like, because when I had my daughter, and I was supposed to be on tour with Currency.
What
when
can I
had
ask
my
you?
daughter.
Can I ask you real quick? What did your mother pass though? If you don't mind?
My mom actually met my daughter. She passed after her first birthday.
Okay.
So
okay.
that was like super cool. But like
Okay.
when my daughter was supposed to be born, I was supposed to be on tour with Currency. And my management I had at the time, like it was just weird because like when they was dumping a lot of money into me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I got my girl pregnant and she found out she was having a baby, I was kind of like skeptical on saying anything to them. Like I didn't know how they would take it far as, and they took it how I thought they was gonna take it. They was kind of pissed. You feel me? Like, but I'm looking at it like I'm the one fucking wrong.
Yep.
You will be all right.
Yep.
This has nothing to do with you. You feel me? Just get me this money faster. You don't have to give me your money. Get me mine faster. You feel me?
Right.
So I tell them we having a baby, and then when we supposed to be on tour with Currency, I was supposed to be in like San Diego or some shit.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, like I can't miss my kid being born. You feel me?
Right.
You gotta do this. Like we'll fly you back. Like so everything worked out how it was supposed to work out. Like that managerial situation fell apart. I ended up and it was based out of Columbus. Like I would be in Columbus, then I'd be in Naptown, then I'd be in 3-4 cities in a week.
Right.
When my daughter was born, I was in one room for like 5 days.
Right.
So that was like,
it's different.
I ain't gonna lie, like the early stages of my daughter being a baby, I didn't really get to enjoy being a dad.
Right.
Because it was so hard for me. Like I'm not gonna say I didn't want to be a dad, but I wanted to do music so bad. And my priorities changed. Like I remember I was telling my girl one day, like, man, I feel like my content is off. And she was like, because you're not a rapper anymore, you're a dad. And I was so spiteful at the fact that I couldn't perform at the time that I was like, I felt like she was low-key shitting on me. Like,
right.
You trying to take? Are you happy that this is taken from you, or are you really like being real with me right now? You feel me? But you know that was a dark time for me. Like my mom passed away. My best friend passed away the year before. One of my best friends passed away the year before my mom. Like Q Stone was his mom was in a situation where her boyfriend was kind of being physical with her, and he came to save the day, and his mom's boyfriend killed him.
Yeah, I remember that, man. I was in Florida at the time.
Yeah, like and like I said, I'm from Gettysburg and Germantown, like the Bella Vista area. So as I come up Gettysburg towards that way, and Q Stone he lived on Oak Ridge.
Yeah, I remember.
So I'm passing Oak Ridge, he leave. Then I'm passing Calhoun by KFC. That's where my mom lived at. She passed away. Up towards my grandma. Every time I used to ride up that way and I would think about them two people, I would be like, man, my grandma live up there and she's next.
Yeah.
So I did Wingspan 4. Like I found out my grandma had breast cancer like maybe like late March, like early April. So I did a tape in like 5 days.
Yeah.
And she died the day before it came out.
Wow.
So I don't know, man. I'm just pain is a part of life that I just kind of embrace at this point. Like I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when my grandma passed away, it was sad. Like I was fucked up, but it was like I'm already fucked up.
Right.
So I'm not really that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I got straight back to work, and I kind of feel like that kind of fucked with me a little bit because I haven't really had a real moment. Like I have emotional moments, but I haven't really just.
Nah, man. I feel that too because I'm the same way, man. So like my mom passed. I was in the grind trying to get to a D1 school. So because I left University of Toledo to go to a junior college and then play there to go back into another D1. So like in the middle of that process, my mother passed. So I understand like, and that was tough for me because that was like my biggest supporter, my biggest critic. So it's like I need her there, right? You know what I'm saying? She, so I totally relate to you in that sense. But one thing it did for me, my mother passed. I realized that. I had one grind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I have only one way to make it. I either can fold or I can make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel like that motivated you to another level to be like, she passed, man, like it's a tough time, but I gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's like I'm a sports head, like heavy, and I watch E60 a lot. And I remember Teddy Bridgewater was saying like when he was a kid, when the Escalades first came out, he told his mom like, I'm gonna get you a pink Escalade. Like, and he went to the league and he really got her a fucking pink Escalade. Like they don't even make them pink. Like he made them make it pink.
Right.
And to know like I can't do that when I get that. That's deep. Like my mixtape Wingspan 3, I started it off like when Jordan won the ring, his first ring, and he had his mom and his dad there. I'll never have that.
Yeah, same here, man. Never.
You know, some people I might not ever win a ring, but I know if I ever do win one, I ain't gonna have them.
Right,
so
right,
that
right.
part of it is gonna be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm so focused on just getting this done that I try not to. I know it's gonna be like when I get it done, it's gonna be a like, I don't know, because it's a like, I don't really know what else I'm gonna do after that.
Right, right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was doing the mixtape for my grandma passed away, like, I was going so fast, like, trying to get because when I got kicked out of college. I had a scholarship to Ohio State when I was in 6th grade. Like, I wasn't really supposed to be what I am. Right. And I'm not saying that, like, destiny ain't really what it really supposed to be, but I could have did way more than this.
So let me ask you this, like, so what do you feel like drove you to that point? Like, drove you to that point where you were just like, you know,
this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, live or die, man.
Right.
I'm doing music.
It got to a point where it was like I sacrificed and lost so much. I have to make this work.
Right.
Like I was in Ohio State Young Scholars Program. Okay. And you were supposed to have a 3.0. You know, if you dipped under there, you go to tutoring and things like that. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm the kind of person where I want to do so well. I'm competitive with just my outcome of when I perform. Yep. That I always just have high expectations of myself. Right. Yep. When I was a little kid, I would make honor roll all the time, and my mom I would get in trouble for having a C. Yep. And I would have C's in music, ironically. Like, that's weird as fuck. Right. But my mom would always just be like, she would never give me the credit of what I did right. It would always be, but you didn't do this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I always harp on what I did wrong instead of what I did right. Right. So my 6th grade graduation, I get my report card. And now this is how pressureful I'm putting this on myself. You don't have a GPA in the 6th grade. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. Man, I'm sitting in the graduation. I'm talking about it's other teachers that I'm not even in a class. They bringing me cards with like confetti and shit. Like they congratulate me for getting a scholarship. So I'm sitting there with my report card in my hand, and I'm like, if you get 1 C, you just fucked this all up. You don't have a GPA. Right. Now in my head, this is how smart and dumb I am. I'm like, you don't have a GPA. Well, that gotta mean you can't get no C's. Right. I got a C in music again, man. Now I'm sitting in a graduation. I'm crying like a motherfucker. I think I didn't blew it all. Yep. You're in the 6th grade, my nigga. You don't have a GPA. You feel me? This doesn't start till you in the 7th grade. Right. So nobody knows this is what I'm tripping off of. My dad in jail. People think I'm crying because my dad just got locked up. You feel me? So I go to Fairview, and I just don't want to do that shit no more. Like, that was such a letdown that it was like a pump fake, but it was like, I'm cool on this shit, bro.
Now would you feel that because you got a C in music, it was something, because like things that you felt like sometimes it could be your greatest,
exactly.
like
Signs. It's I remember my teacher's name was like Miss Hart or some shit, like, and it just wasn't. I don't know, music. That wasn't music to me. Right. I wasn't trying to sing in the choir. I wasn't trying to learn what's a clef note. Like, right. I just like writing down all the words to the P. Diddy songs off the radio. So I can know them and think I'm cool to everybody else. Right. I rapped LL Cool J, I'm Bad for like 4 years until people was me, before they even knew what it was.
Right. LL, man. Hey, I'm bad, man. Y'all good. I'm a muscle bound, man. He should have said, hey, I'm bad.
It was some bars in there that I was like, yeah, they're never going to catch these. My head is like a shark's fin. I said, yeah, I'm taking this. I'm 12 years old at school singing LL, I'm Bad. Motherfuckers like, oh, he's sweet. Yeah, I took that. Yeah. That was my thing. Like, just like now, I make beats, right? I don't want nobody to hear my beats till I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what you're working on right now?
Yeah.
Beats?
I make beats like, I don't know. I'm just thinking kind of after rap at this point. Okay. Like doing graphics and making beats and different little outlets, throwing parties and things like that. Like, okay. I still have my focus on what my focus is on, but you kind of got to get ready for the backside. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of my life I didn't do that, and that's kind of why I'm where I am now. Like how they tell you about getting ready for college and thinking about after college. Like, 20, all my 20s, I just had fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my 20s was more so just, I have an excuse to fuck this up. I got my first refund check when I was in college. I went to jail with $1,000 in my pocket. And my friends fell out with me about bailing me out.
Is it Akron?
Yeah. I'm talking about my nigga. I didn't made my fair share of mistakes. And they done cost me a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But man, yo, that's what life
part
is
of
all
life,
about, man.
man.
Like you know what I'm saying? My fault. What you about to say, AB?
No, I'm saying that's a part of life, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You definitely bump your head. The main thing is making sure you learn from your mistakes and
Got to.
stay prayed up.
And when I started off, I didn't really have a lot of my mistakes came from I didn't know what I was doing because I never saw nobody do this shit before.
Right.
So now, I met my manager that I got now at a job I was working. So first thing he asked me when I give him my music, he like, you got your publishing set up? I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, he like, you don't got your publishing? He like, bro, this song you got right now, this is you need to get this registered now.
Yeah, because somebody could steal it.
Exactly. So he hit me onto that. I got my publishing set up. We start, kind of doing things the right way. Make sure your beats are original, making sure you ain't got no samples in them, making sure you can put this on iTunes. And now these are the things that as soon as I meet a producer and they like, yo, I want to send you a beat. You got your publishing set up? Because if we make some money off this, how you going to get your money? You know what I'm saying? This is the main thing I'm preaching now is everything that I didn't know all my 20s.
Right.
I didn't know how to turn this into a lucrative situation.
But that's a tough thing about being in Dayton though too. Like I said before, man, because like you got a lot of musical artists, or even from the past that's older than us, that they didn't help the youth as far as music wise.
Driving the car.
And so like you gotta help the youth, man, the people that's trying to do this music, because if you don't, man, I mean, they just because I think of it like, all right, so like you be doing this for a while, right?
Yeah.
And has anybody really reached out to you to be, probably, like you said, you didn't know none of this in your 20s, but nobody's never really reached out to you to be like, yo, man, do it this way, or hey, man, like help you out this way. Because like I said before, man, like we all know, like how many musical artists make it out of Dayton back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing really changed. I mean, as far as media wise, but I mean, the contracts, all that stuff was almost exactly the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but the way you make money is a little different.
It is different. I mean,
so it's
right.
It's kind of touchy feely with this shit, man. Like, when he was stressing to me about getting my publishing set up, I already had my own original beats.
Yep.
So that part wasn't really the issue. It was just a matter of you have everything ready, go.
Yep.
But now when I stress to people like, yo, you need your publishing set up, but if you don't own your beats, they ain't gonna help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Build a relationship with a producer. Get with somebody that's gonna develop you a sound consistently over and over and over again. Stop trying to make a play and get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't use somebody one time. Use them for a season in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, man. Like people it's more to rapping than rapping.
Right.
And for a long time, I based all of this off of, man, that nigga can't rap better than me.
Right.
It's not about that no more.
It's opportunity, man.
It's about records, man. It's about records and the way you market and place yourself.
Right.
And a lot of people, they understand that, but when you put yourself in a position where you got 50,000 views and you don't own that song, you just missed all that money.
Right.
You feel me?
Because that's like saying, like, if you want to look at it like this, right? Like lyrically. Like, can you say Jeezy is better than Nas? No. But did he make more money than Nas? Possibly,
and that's what people
yeah.
miss too. When the lyrics are somewhat dumbed down, it makes it easier to relate.
Right.
Or at least understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could say something right now where it's like it takes you 4 or 5 bars to understand what I said right now. And I had to learn that hurts me sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people they ceiling don't go that high.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I had to kind of fall back and kind of reinvent myself. And that's where I went from Flam Feeva to Lamborghini, just because it was like, I remember Q Stone used to call me that all the time. I hated that shit. Like, he knew I hated it. That's why he used to call me that all the time.
For one thing, though, Q Stone used to have like
jokes.
nicknames for everybody.
Yeah.
This dude used to call me Uptown.
Listen,
like, yo,
shouts
man, the
out
way
to
you turn
EQ,
your hat,
man.
man, you just Uptown. I'm like, come on, man.
I had 3 producers that all used to make me and his beats. Mark Logan, EQ, and MH.
Right.
He used to call MH the Skate, EQ the Screw, and Mark the Spark. Those
real?
are the names that he gave them niggas.
Right.
All of them hate those names.
Right.
Like I hate my fucking, and now I'm wearing on my jersey. Like,
Right.
Sir, he was kind of ahead of his time. Like he was, I don't know, he was different.
Q was funny though, man.
Very
like,
funny.
Funny dude.
I remember
man.
he ran down the hallway with my rap book and was rapping my raps out loud in high school.
Right.
I hated him for that.
Yeah.
I don't like when people read my raps because you're not gonna read it right.
Right.
And he running down the hallway saying it wrong as fuck on purpose. And he know I was in the club see, I'm chasing him, and he's running so fast, I can't catch it. He's rapping my shit, and he's running faster than me at the same time.
Right. Man, R.I.P. to Q Stone, man.
Yeah, man. That
my
nigga
dude,
was a
man.
prankster, bro.
He used to call me Little Iverson when I was little, bro.
Yeah.
That's when I had braids. And, little AI, little Ivo. I said, come on, man. Like, he always had nicknames for everybody. He was a cool dude, bro.
Shouts out to EQ, too, man. He down there in BR doing some real cool shit. He done worked with Kevin Gates. He done did, y'all heard that Boosie and Yo Gotti Cruising. Yep. He did that beat.
Yep.
Did some stuff for Shy Glizzy. Down there doing some
cool shit. Yeah, I've seen
a video
kinda...
with 22 Savage a couple months ago. And he producing pretty much all my stuff right now. Like, again, with the nostalgic thing, like, when you like we talking about Q Stone, like, I can't, it be songs and beats out here now, I'll be like, damn, I wish I could put Stone on that. Like, sound perfect on this. And back then, we used to have clashes. Like, I used to be like, are you trying to sound like Gucci Mane? Like, you trying to sound like, and we used to, I felt like we didn't take the music as serious as each other did. Like, I felt like I was a little more, and when he passed away, like, I had a show at the Ohio Hip Hop Awards stop at One Eye Jacks in Dayton. So I tell him and one of his cats, I'm like, bro, come down here, bring a camera. I'm gonna get y'all niggas in like y'all cameraman. You feel me?
Right.
They get down there, they so drunk, the camera's dead. I'm like, dog, what are you supposed to be doing? Like, you got one job. You feel me?
Right.
We go in the club. He's so drunk, bro. He going up on everybody's show set dancing. I'm like, bro, what? And then somebody, this what made me mad, bro. Jay Lee, GTC's old manager, he come up to me and say, hey, bro, look at your boy.
Right.
I told her, this motherfucker go to the stage dancing. And he don't necessarily know Q. So now I'm knowing, like, they looking at this nigga like he with me. You feel me?
Right.
I'm like, look, they called my name to go on stage. I turned around this nigga Q. I said, hey, when I go up there, don't come with me. And I just walked on stage. He was pissed. He left. You feel me?
EQ?
Nah, Q Stone.
Oh, Q Stone.
He was pissed.
Yeah,
he left. So I perform. I go back home. And we ain't really talk no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when he passed away, I think he called me like 2 days before that. He like, man, you got a daughter now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a daughter. He never seen my daughter before.
How old is your daughter?
5. Her birthday was September 4th. She got the same birthday as Beyonce.
Okay.
Okay.
She gonna think she the shit when she grow up.
Right.
I'm got the same birthday as Beyonce.
So how you feel being a dad, man?
Being a dad is like, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that's like, this is the funniest thing about me being a dad of a daughter. Bro, that shit affects the way you watch porn and everything. Seriously, dog. Like, oh man, for real, bro. Like, I ain't trying to just, but when you just, I'm gonna be real with you. You ask me how it's some shit that you gotta prepare yourself for that you never had to prepare yourself for at all. Everything you scared of people doing to your daughter, you've been doing it to bitches your whole life. Your whole life.
Hey,
that's why I can't have a little girl,
my first piece of pussy, bro, I was climbing in her window for 2 years in a row. Her mom never caught me. Ever.
Hey, listen, I think...
And she lived next door to my mom's house. My mom's dogs barking. They know me. They see it's me. They be quiet. My mom like, you motherfucker, them dogs know you. I'm going to catch your motherfucking ass. As soon as you hear I'm barking once, they see me, I be like, shh, stop. I only got a call. I knock straight on the window. Butt-ass nigga. Open up the blinds. I'm jumping straight in. I'm so scared of this happening to my kids, bro.
Oh, bro.
That's why I can't have a girl, bro.
So far up.
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah, burglar bars.
Hey.
Burglar bars and cameras banging soda.
Hey, I mean, that's why I think I had a daughter, man. I think I was just like...
Hey, man, you was a ladies' man in high school? You know, you know that.
Know, bro. Hey.
You know that, man. It comes with the territory.
It comes with it, man.
But I feel like part of you being a ladies' man and you getting paid back for it is you did it already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, man. I ain't going to let my daughters... I got 2 girls, bro. And I ain't having no more because I don't want no more.
Damn.
I ain't rolling my shit no more.
I got a son and a daughter. I'm out the game.
You win.
I'm out the game. I'm like
celebrate with Beauty and the Beast candle.
I'm up on the podium, man. I'm like, I'm retired. I'm done.
But for real, like having a daughter is like, it's like having a girlfriend for the rest of your life.
Right.
Like that never goes away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter think I'm so cool, bro.
Nah, man, that's
like
what
my daughter.
That's
like,
how it should be.
I put my daughter
right?
in a video. I put her on a song. Like she think I'm that nigga for real.
Right.
And like we had our little birthday party for her, and I walk up to my little nephew. She ain't never seen him before for real. It's her cousin, but won't be having my and that's my fault for real. But my nephew standing right there. I walk up to him. He like, go over there. My daughter like, don't talk to him like that. He's the king of this whole house. That's my father you talking to like that.
Right.
I'm like, man, he cool. That's my. She said, but he was getting smart with you.
Right.
She don't like that's cool. I was like, man, your mom don't even fucking talk about me like that. You just called me the king of this whole house.
Right.
Hey, babe, you heard what the fuck she just said? You better step your game up.
Yeah,
you feel?
you better get it right.
Yeah.
Call
And
me
that's
king.
how she should look at you, man.
Hey, man,
that's how she should.
That's
and
how
I
it should
know I
be,
got so
man.
much room to improve as a role model.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know my music ain't the kid-friendliest music in the world. But I try to make sure that my vocabulary is wide enough to where if I do say a cuss word, I only say it one time. Like one, if I say fuck, I'm only going to say fuck one time in this verse. I'm not going to say, fuck you and your motherfucking... No, that right there means you ain't got nothing else to say.
Right.
If you say fuck you and your motherfucking... That ain't it, my nigga.
Right.
Like, I said something the other day. I said, I'm riding around with your broad. Bet you ain't hip like your thigh bone.
Right.
That is powerful.
Right.
You have to think about that. Like, your hip is not your thigh bone.
Right.
You don't even know I'm riding around with your bitch right now.
Right.
And that goes back to, damn, I got a daughter. And I'm saying these kind of things. You feel what I'm saying? But being a dad is very cool. It keeps you conscious and makes you constantly think about being better.
Right.
I can't say this. I can't say that. I gotta smoke in this room. I gotta close the door up. She can't see this. She can't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't always have to filter myself.
Right.
I used to didn't give a fuck, and it helped me.
Right.
You do that now, my daughter be like, bro, this shit changes shit, bro. Once upon a time, my daughter said, my dad don't got a job.
Right.
You can't be saying I gotta do something. Rapping is a job, but if she don't,
associate
her
that.
mom wake up at 5 a.m. and go to work.
Hey, fellas, we got a call-in special. They want to talk to Flam about the conversation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Put on speaker. You got it on speaker?
It's on speaker.
Hey,
Go ahead, you on.
what's up, bruh?
Flam, if you don't quit talking about everything, bro, spit that shit. You got an interview to spit that hot shit. This Black Josh, my nigga. You know how
That's
we
Dayton
roll,
niggas
my
for you.
nigga.
That Cincinnati Zoo shit I was talking about. Where you at, bruh?
I'm nigga at the house, big ass bottle of hen.
Man, we in Trotwood. Pull up. You ain't talking about shit. We need that too,
Bring that
boy.
dollar here right now.
Pull up and I'm going crazy. Just pull up with the hen. We ain't even doing that for you. We gonna get the hen up here
right
first.
now. I said, man, he about to spit this shit, the hottest shit ever. Go, man, spit that shit. Fuck everything.
Let's get it, man. What you got, man?
Are we going acapella?
Yeah, go acapella, man. Get us something.
Had a vision, went and did it. 10 summers I was on the grind, added up, multiply, doing math, counting dollar signs. Deep thoughts got me out of town. I'm in a whole nother state of mind. Granny died, got cleaned up. Only time you see a winner in a tie. Niggas wishing while we going fishing. I'm in the water trying to hook a line. I ain't waiting on a record deal. My baby's hungry. It's dinner time. Bitch, I gotta get it. I made it before you would give it. I knew not to ask you for nothing. I branded my image and I put myself in position. Now look who be touching the money. Flamborghini, where you going? To the top like right now. I caught a wave and they did too, but some accidents don't pan out. When I'm sitting down, I stand out. My hands on, they hands out. Fuck a favor when you making paper. I'm in the city trying to make it out. Yeah, my mind different. For real. 10 songs one day, Black Josh, my grind different. I'm ill. I'm going in for the kill. Talk my shit. Can I tell my truth? Vent one time. Can I work my move? You the rabbit. I'm the turtle. What's the motherfucking circle? What's up?
Put the mic down. It's hot. Put the mic
No, we don't hold on.
Put the mic down. It's hot. Put the mic down. No, put the mic down.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Turn the mic off.
You can't be.
Turn the mic off.
Oh, he gonna hang up now. Hold on. He gonna hang up once the shit start coming through.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I see, man. Hey,
I powered up my circle, put my people on a paper route. Smoking this gelato, niggas think I signed a paper route. Be careful who you hang around. These niggas tend to flake you out. Know you ballin' in the game, they hit you low to take you out. I know what's up. Went the other way, you'll never slow me down. I'm going up. Now we blowing up. This shit a movement now. Resume immaculate. I took it where you never been. Dropped a couple bangers and been shitting on them ever since. I had to keep it cool, but now it's back to being arrogant. Don't nobody know them, bro. They name must be irrelevant.
yeah.
We can do this all day. We didn't come here for that.
Hey, light the match, bro. It's on fire, bro. Light the match.
We can do this all day.
937
But we
DYT all
didn't come
day,
here for
every
that,
day.
man. We want to
Right, man.
explain
You
behind
did,
the
bro.
music.
Every day,
And that's my nigga, man.
937.
I got a lot of love for Black Josh. Like that's one nigga that always be like, yo, you bullshitting. You got to get back. And I need that. I always appreciate when people be like, you better than this.
Yeah, thanks, Josh, for calling.
Man, thanks for calling, man. You got,
yeah, man. Hey, bring the hen. Bring the hen.
Yeah, bring
the hen, bro. He cut the lights back on, bro. He got my man on fire, bro.
Man, we got to shout out everybody in here, man. We got some cool cats, man. The vibe is definitely like Asian zingish. Alex ain't took a wing yet.
Hey, I've been looking at that wing. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been looking at that wing. I've been like, my eyes just like, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't work there no more.
Let me.
But yeah, bro. Black Josh want to call in and just intensify the vibe. That was cool. But
was, man.
What we were really talking about was life.
Like, yeah.
And, you know, the inspiration behind where this shit come from. Like, I feel like I'm a robot with this shit, bro. Like, I don't really have to want to rap to be able to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a professional for you. If you call them a fucking say, bro, I need you to do my roof today.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how you feel. I got this money for you. Where you at?
Right. Well, let's do this, Rock, because I want to. We on a good vibe right now.
Yeah.
But let's go to a little commercial break real quick. Man.
Got to.
Let's do that, man. Let's do a little advertisement real quick. All right.
Seasoned Kings, man, the coolest motherfucking podcast in the state of Ohio, broadcasting nationwide. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yo, man, it's a really special day, man. It's really good, man. We talking to our boy Flam Feeva, man. What you think? What you think, AB, man? How you feel, man?
So far, so good, man. It's been a great experience, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? He got new videos out, man. Got a new track out, man. Sports Center, man. He got the one more, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to check that video out, man. It's really good, man. You know, he's really, you know, I feel like in the one more, man, he was kind of, you know, he was in his bag, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was getting it out there, and I feel like in Sports Center, man, from the production, from EQ and, you know what I'm saying, and his delivery on there, man, it was good, man. It you know, put me in that zone, right? Put me in that zone, right?
Vibe.
So where can we find your video at, man?
Right.
I'm on Vivo. You can look me up on Vivo, Flam Feeva Vivo. Flam Feeva, the YouTube channel is where the one more video is. You can look me up on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. Okay. Streaming sites.
Make sure y'all check him out, man.
Man, make sure y'all check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. Yup. You know what I'm saying? That's the LP, right? So we got Sports Center LP on the way. EP on the way, man. So y'all want to make sure y'all check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, good music to listen to, 937 DYT, man. You know what I'm saying? We rapping, man. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, man, right?
Yeah,
sir.
I mean, let's get it, man. Blah. All right, man. Now we back from break, man. What's good, Flam, man? You got a good break in, man?
Yeah, man. I got another Stella.
Got another Stella?
I'm with whatever.
Man, that's what's up, man. What about you, AB, man? You good to go?
I got another Stella. I'm definitely good now, man.
Man, I got another Stella. I think I broke the seal, but it's all good, man. I'm gonna hang in there, man. I'm gonna be good, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, man, look, give us some of your future projects, man, or some things that you're working on, man.
What you got
Well,
going,
the
man?
entree right now is Sports Center. Me and EQ decided we're gonna try to tap back into the old vibe we used to create back in the garage. We're working on the EP. It's all like high energy, like single driven club type stuff. I'm propping that up with a pre-game type vibe. It's a mixtape I'm working on called Power Hour. It's gonna be like in the format of like a radio show,
right?
Like kind of like new and old stuff, kind of like just a world based out of the stuff that we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, plays into the whole power circle.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So yeah, man, just pushing the Sports Center single. That's gonna be like the first track on the Power Hour joint. I haven't actually announced this on Facebook yet, so. Or nothing really. So the Power Hour is like, this is breaking news right now.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. This is what this type of platform is for. Like, yeah, man. I always get I was real big on Lil Wayne Squad Up.
Yep.
So like, I can't really get over doing other people's tracks. I mean, I always focused on the original stuff, but I really like doing other people's stuff. So we got some cool stuff on there. We did over Migos, Too Hottie, Yo Gotti, Rack It Up, Meek Mill Issues, Chris Brown, Pills and Automobiles.
Okay.
A lot of the newer stuff that's out, and then we kind of like shining some light on some of the stuff that I feel like was bigger than what it got the attention of being. Some
right.
Gallardo and Barcode and Wingspan 4, and just trying to tie everything together, man, and put things on the proper platform to be seen the way we want them to be noticed and looked at.
Well, what's your personal? I'm gonna ask you two questions. What's your personal favorite album that you've made, and your personal favorite song that you made?
Wow.
It's like asking what's your favorite kid, right?
Right. Hey, that's a good analogy, bro.
Yeah, it always goes back to what's your favorite kid. My favorite project I did might be Dayton Daily News. Like I kind of put myself. A lot of rappers. Sometimes we rap about things that we might not be doing, or it might be like hindsight, or it might be like secondhand smoke, or something of that nature. But I really put myself in the fire when I was doing that project, like shootouts, going to jail. I was doing a lot of like risky shit, and it was creepy. But the music came out real good. I think right behind that might be Flamborghini Gallardo, just because I kind of had. I didn't really care about the standards. I just did whatever I wanted to do.
Yep.
My favorite song probably would be. It's a toss-up between a later record I just put out like a year ago called In the Morning and Text Message. Okay. Text Message, like, people still ask me about that song. Like, it's very old, but my mom kind of inspired it. Like, she had this Faith Evans CD. Like, you remember we used to get the CDs for 99 cents? Like, 11 CDs for $1 or something? She had that motherfucker ever since that was popping.
Through the mail? The shit through the mail?
Like, that's one of the only ones that still was around. Is the Faith Evans, you feel me? So we sampled the Faith Evans, Won't You Come Over?
Yep.
Me and EQ did that. And that's, like, one of the reasons why we back working again is because, like, that was probably my biggest song, and he made it, and he kind of, like, created the whole ambiance of what I wanted for that, and I know he can kind of do that now.
Right.
So that's really why we back working again now. So I say, nostalgic purposes, that's my favorite song, but for current reasons, I say In the Morning.
Can I give you mines? I think it's off the Dayton Daily News.
Okay.
It's the Angel.
Yeah.
The Angel, man. Look,
that was deep.
Well, you remember you sent that to me when I was in Florida.
Yeah.
And I remember I had, my teammates, we were in the car. I think we was like driving to Orlando, man, and I played that. They was like, yo, man, like, I feel that song. Because you know what I'm saying? Like
that song was so deep that I was sitting next to my producer when he was making the beat, and before he had the drums, I had the raps.
Right.
Like, we just kept playing the sample over and over again. My mom used to like call that song in on the radio all the time, like Angela Winbush Angel.
Right.
I like all her stuff. Like, she dope.
Yeah, that's like, I feel the same way like Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Anita Baker,
Rapture.
man. Rapture, all that, man. Like,
dope. That was like, I know I'm like, I'm 40 in a teenager body, but I used to have sex to that song when I was like in 11th grade.
Hey, yo, look, you had to, hey, yo, you, like, it's throw back, like, say back in the 70s. Like, hey, yo,
bro,
let me ask you something, Will.
It's a vibe.
And maybe y'all haven't seen this, but was niggas back in the day really wearing fishnet beaters?
Yes. Jamaican style.
Oh, bro, like niggas was from Frankfurt, Kingston.
What? Your mama made you wear this shit.
and platforms and all that. Come on, man. Can you imagine?
It was a vibe. Think about it. Was we really wearing size 40 jabots with 28 waist?
Yeah,
it was a vibe back then.
That's true, man. But we
gonna look at the same.
Kalamazoo still wear them shits.
Yeah, we gonna look at the same. We gonna look at our old self the same way they used to look at.
They stuck in different time zones. They got slick backs and fishnet beaters and pelly jackets. Like
Pelly Pell.
You said what?
Michigan,
Brothers had curls, man.
Did you have a curl?
Yeah, I had a curl.
Oh, Sean, you had one too?
My dad had a curl. He wouldn't put his hat on his head. He'd just sit his hat on his curl.
Oh, but he couldn't, bro.
That was the wave back then, right?
His hat
through the hat.
You always gotta have your move to where your shit flipping.
His hat would have been juicy. Like,
yeah, you gotta show your dangle.
Right, bro.
You gotta say no real hard. So
Nah.
Right, you want to let people know that you got that whatever that shit is when you say your head just bounce and shit.
Yeah,
like, I got that bounce, bro.
All right.
I work on my shit.
Back to the topic.
Yeah.
No, Flam, man, we really appreciate you, man.
Man, this is a cool thing y'all doing, man. I want to salute y'all again. Like, this is dope. Anything y'all ever need, like, I definitely got y'all. Whenever y'all start breaking records, like, y'all get my shit first for anybody else. This is cool shit. Like, when I'm listening to y'all in the beginning, like, talk about, and I'm not shining the light on the fact that y'all was like, I don't want to say shitting on because that's bad, but like, diminishing where y'all at. Yep. To big up where y'all from.
Yep.
I'm not used to hearing people do that.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it felt like I was kind of like in another place. Like, am I hearing what I'm really hearing? Like, and you know what I'm saying? though? Like, because people move to where they move to and they just adopt whatever they do. I'm going to talk like y'all. I'm going to dress like y'all. I'm going to look like y'all. I'm going to rap like y'all. I'm going to do everything like y'all because I don't want to go back home.
Right.
Young Scooter said on Twitter a couple days ago, he said, a lot of rappers move to Atlanta because they can't go home.
Right.
You always should be able to come home. And that's the cool part about how y'all bigged up the city in the beginning of the show. Like, cool shit.
I always say, man, I never change, bro.
Can't.
Jay said it the best, man. I never change, and I'm from Dayton. I will always rep that shit, man.
I gotta have Dayton on my body. Every video I got Dayton on my body somewhere. Whether it's a jacket, a hat, a shirt, a building wall, it has to say Dayton. And I want to be the symbol. If you take that word away, if you see me, it still say Dayton.
Nah, and that's the
Straight
point,
up.
man. That's what we as Seasoned Kings, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to flavor the culture. And the main culture that we trying to flavor is what? DYT, man. So
Exactly.
we want to let everybody know what we
Industrialize it.
like. Yeah, we want everybody to know what we like, you know what I'm saying? And, we don't know where this podcast is going to take us. You know, it can take us to new heights, right? And we
Exactly.
never forget DYT,
Yeah.
Dayton, man, 937. So,
Also, man, September 29th, we got Power Fridays. I got an event that I throw once every month at One Eye Jacks out by Wright
Yup.
State. $5 entry. Got some dope performers on the lineup. Got some cats from Columbus coming down. Some cats from Springfield coming down.
okay.
Just trying to
29th?
Yeah, 29th of September, man. Just trying to kind of hub the city up and get some people coming through here because I feel like that's why it's no opportunities here because if we could create them for ourselves, we already have it.
Yeah,
If ain't
man.
nobody come in. Bro, you go to Columbus, bro, and you'll be in the city and niggas will have a cheeseburger at a lunch table and they looking at you like, you bitch ass nigga, you better not ask me for none of my cheeseburger. You go to Columbus, they eating steaks and they like, you want some steak?
Right.
They don't
Everybody
need
trying
it.
to everybody trying
they're
to
not
eat.
scavenging for the opportunities
Right,
like
everybody
this.
trying
You know
to
what I'm
eat.
saying?
Yep.
And it's just, it's about merging, and that's why my brand Power Circle, that's what it's all about, bro. Like, I consider y'all part of Power Circle. Like, I wanna keep involving pieces that don't do what I do, and I don't do what they do. That way we can help each other out. And it can't never be no competition because I don't make podcasts. Y'all don't rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Right.
all a helping hand situation. You know what I'm saying?
So let's do that, man. I mean, I think that's really good, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody got to put a helping hand in, man, for to get that one person. If it's that one person to make it out, then it's open up the floodgates, right?
Yeah.
The same thing that happened in Atlanta, right? Niggas want to fuck with Atlanta like that. But that one person made it, and then they help the next man, and
Grizzly,
then they help
for
the next
example.
man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And, we want to thank you, Flam, man, for, like, really coming in, man, giving us your
love,
perspective,
bro. It's
man.
love, bro.
And I'm sure everybody, I appreciate the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that we had. And, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check this out, man. You know, we're going to have the clips up, man. We're going to have the video up, man. We're going to have the podcast up. So you want to make sure you take a listen to that and listen to this interview, man, because, it's something special, man. Jewels, man, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Power Hour on the way. It's done right now. I'm dropping it like Beyonce, so I'm not telling y'all when it's coming out. You're just going to have it. And Sports Center, the EP should be out probably around Halloween. I might be in Oregon with that motherfucker giving your girl in her little Daredevil costume a free CD. So you might want to have her on your arm that night.
right. And that's what it is, man. So we appreciate you, man. Right, AB, man?
Shouts out to y'all,
sir.
man. Shouts
Thank
out to AB. Shouts out to Jap. Shouts out to Ron Blake. Shouts out to D's Cuts. Shouts out to Dayton, Ohio in general. Shouts out to Chances Wallace. Shouts out to Peso. Shouts out to JL. I mean, I just can't wait till everybody that I know that's dope, y'all know they dope.
For sure, man. For sure,
'Cause
man.
that's when it's really gonna be lit. You feel me?
Sorry.
For sure, man. Let us know, man. And that's what it is, man. We appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, y'all taking a listen, man. We got some more things coming, man, in this episode. So y'all be easy, man. And make sure y'all keep listening, man.